My name is Kieran Solanki. I'm 23 years old and I live in London. So I've had issues with my back and neck for since I was a teenager, really. The symptoms I got when I first stopped having to work because the problem that I had stopped me from working. Um, it was pain all the way down through my arms, kind of cramp-like feelings through my hands, and really sharp pains whenever I tried to use my hands whatsoever. So I would struggle to hold a cup of tea. I would struggle to write. I work in a job where I was required to use my hands on a daily basis for quite an intensive job, and so it ended up that I was unable to work for almost 6 months because of this problem, and was unable to do certain hobbies I have. So, for example, I'm a musician, so I was unable to play guitar uh, or play video games, for example. Just simple things, even like simple things like texting, I was unable to do. It would cause me extreme amounts of pain, and this was all linked to a problem in my neck, which you would never expect from a problem that's in your hands. That it would be a deeper problem that goes all the way up into your neck. So especially in the instance of this problem, I not only saw multiple doctors in the NHS, but also went and saw a private doctor to try and get a more accurate analysis of what was going on with my body. And all of them seemed to think my problem was something completely different to the other doctors. I could never get a clear answer on what the real problem was. I was just bouncing back and forth from referral to referral, and nothing was being resolved, and I still didn't have a clear-cut answer as to what the problem was that I had at all. So when I came to Brian, I started seeing results within a couple of weeks. I remember vividly the week before I started treatment with Brian, I had actually gone to my job and told them that I was planning to resign. And then the next week I had appointments with Brian, and I called them back up and I was like, forget the resignation. I'm going to be better soon. I'm on the road to recovery, which after 4 months of having no sign of recovery whatsoever, the results were almost instantaneous. I was immediately starting to be able to do simple things again. So within 2 weeks, I was able to do the washing up again by myself, which I hadn't been able to do for months beforehand, or just hoovering the front room or tidying up my bedroom, things that I hadn't been able to do by myself in months, I was able to do within a couple of weeks, which is quite staggering considering how long I spent unable to do those things and unable to get a diagnosis on why I couldn't do those things. If I was going to recommend somebody to come to Brian and they were apprehensive about it, if they'd been through various different treatments and had no results, I would tell them that all the treatments that they've gone through before, they have been treated by people who are used to seeing people come and go through their clinics very often, and they just see them as another part of their job. They're just another person who comes through their clinic. They're just another number. For Brian, it felt like from the moment I sat down in his office, he genuinely cared about the problem that I had and was determined to find the root of that problem. And he did, and he succeeded. And 6 months later, when I spent almost 4 months unable to work, I'm now back at work 3 days a week. I'm able to play guitar again. And I'm getting my life back on track again. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without Brian's help.